we doing? All right. You are the first on Twitch. Tim, congratulations. Samuel, you're the first on YouTube. Congrats. What's up, Mr. Execution? How are you? Good at being first all the time. You are pretty good, Samuel. Pretty good at getting in here early, man. Quick with the noties. What's up, Samir? How you guys doing? Hope you're all ready for some EQ today. I know I am. I've been looking forward to it, actually. Just wrapping up the daily quest before I forget. I've actually been pretty bad at doing these lately. Nobody has more first than you. I wish we had, like, a leaderboard. Because I genuinely wonder who would be at the top. It feels like you guys have gone on streaks. Like, Samuel was first for a long time. Charles was first for a long time. Samir was first for a long time. It's definitely an interesting question, I think. His video crashing out on EQ is hilarious. I haven't. I just saw that it happened. Spiral ascended today? Really? Am I excited for tomorrow? I'm excited. Maybe. I'm like tentatively excited, you know? I'm trying to withhold my excitedment. Okay, I can't claim that yet. This is just probably daily. Yeah. All right. Let's hop into EQ, shall we, chat? Before we do that, we could make a rank up to get our prestige bumped. Do I want to do that? I wonder if I could add enough sig stones to make it happen. Whoops. Sort by sig ability. 7 stars. Down. Is Bastion mag? Yeah, he is. Gentle is mag sig. Shield. Can I sort by hero rating and sig ability? No, that sucks. Oh, today for you. I get what you mean. You can't ascend yet until that's live tomorrow, Tim. I believe, unless you're a content creator guy, then I think you can. Or I guess you could in the like content creator beta, probably. Sig up him. Sig up Photon. Why not? We'll just do some last second sig stone adding. I don't know that it's going to do anything, but honestly, we might as well. Let's sig up Vox a few times. Why not? Do I have mutant? I've got to, right? Yeah. Imagine this gives me like just enough of a bump. I doubt it. Nico is max sig. Kindred is max sig. I don't want to put sig stones into Rintra. That'll make him actively worse. So I guess we sig up Wong. Yeah, baby. That actually is nice. It makes his pre-fight last a lot longer. All right, now we'll hop into EQ, chat. First mod, finally. Congrats, Spidey. When are the challenges coming out? I think they start rolling out on the 11th or something, don't they? I believe they fixed it. That's what I've heard. Also, I can't believe we still have to clear the classic difficulty, man. Unreal. All right, what do we got to go through first? We've got the mutant quest. And the boss is Elsa. That's nice that it's a mutant quest. Probably use Onslaught for that, I'm guessing. We've already gotten our team absolutely loaded with mutants. Let's throw on Gentle, why not? Why does it show Gentle's like synergies as 0 out of 0? But then you click it, he very clearly has 5 synergies, one of which is actually active right now. Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense. We'll throw on this guy. Why not? All right. Dang, Cade, that's some good luck, man. Yeah, you 1-star Ultron, just chomping at the bit, Tim. He's a beast. He'll change your life. What's up, Walrus? Cade, by the way, it's good to see you over on the YouTubes, my friend. Swiss, welcome in, man. Hey, you guys are getting in here bright and early today. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to do it. I keep forgetting every single time to change Apocalypse's stat focus, and it's driving me nuts. We're going to go special damage, and then we'll go block penetration. Okay. I've actually said that sentence so many different times. It's finally time, chat. I'm a new man. Also, I don't know where all of my full energy refills came from. Now I have like 36. And I've done nothing to get there, so I don't know how we got there, but it's perfect for EQ because you burn through energy. Why am I getting a bunch of Furies? Is that Icarus? I think it is. Well, that's new. I didn't even... Yep, that's Icarus. All right, well, good to know, chat. Icarus is in the mutant quest. Crap. Good thing we didn't take too much damage. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the time threshold is on drops. I'm a little bummed out though that I won't really be able to like partake in the Twitch drops for content creators, man. That's a bummer. Let me in, by the way. Let me in. Come on, Kabam, you know you want this. The hamburger hoodie guy? Of course you want me on your team. Does that reach? It does. Oh my damage. That hits like way too many times though. That procced the Icarus. That's funny. I kind of hate Icarus. You just have to like play so slow. Honestly, I do enough damage. I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to go straight to the special too. Another annoying thing is that the relic procs it as well. Hashtag BDizzle for CCP. Heck yeah, man. They can't put Icarus and expect you to do EQ the old way. You're not going to lie. The Elder difficulty has been fixed. You can use a full team now. So do not fret. Let's use Gentle on this one. I don't usually mind Icarus that much. The degen usually doesn't hit that hard anyways. I mean, you kind of play into the node anyway, because it seems like you go unblockable when you knock them down with a heavy. And then every unblockable hit gives you a Fury. Dang it. I guess that won't matter. Never mind. I whiffed it. We're going to go and commit, I think. I believe in you, Gentle. You can apply BDizzle for the CC plane if you're not properly in. You can have your own code for website. Yeah, so like I can apply to join the content creator program. The issue is I don't know that I meet the number threshold. And by I don't know that I do, I know I don't. Unless they were willing to make an exception just because they really like the stream, which is entirely possible. And honestly, it is like reason enough to still give it a shot. But if you apply and don't get in, then you have to wait a few months and like, I don't know. It's quite the process, it seems. It would be fun though. I would love to be able to like basically have huge access to new champions. Man, it's like, do I want to suffer from Icarus or do I want to get the hits I need for Cassie Lang? It's a bit tricky to juggle that one. Also, if I have 10 Furies, it's kind of infuriating that the first hit of the heavy attack will give me a degen. Thought they were bringing... Yeah, that was an error, Spidey. The Crucible thing. That was a bug. Just came back to playing after a year or two break. Well, welcome back, man. Is this new event quest style worth it? You don't understand how the rewards are given out per lane. Yeah, so it's a little bit... It's very... Well, not a little bit, but it's very different than what you're probably used to or what you remember. Basically... There still being an event quest is the same. It's just the way the rewards are distributed now is based on champion prestige. So it's that number right above the learn more button where it says top 30 prestige. Basically that in combination with the rank you are, which, you know, like Paragon, Valiant, Thronebreaker, that will put you into a certain tier of rewards. So you'll get rewards that are tuned to your progression. So the higher prestige you have, and if you're Valiant, then the better rewards you're going to get. Now, as far as like getting your rewards, every quest that you finish will give you this Ethereon in every lane. And you can look if you back it. Actually, I don't know if it'll let me look at it since I'm in the quest. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you look at this guy, these are all the rewards you're going to get if you get 24. And then this is all the rewards you'll get if you get 30. So... And then, like, if you don't get all the Ethereon, like, these are the rewards you'll get per Ethereum or whatever however you pronounce it, that you get per path. Now, if you don't want to do every path in the classic difficulty, you can do one run through of every quest and only clear one path. And then you do the Elder difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty, where basically you just do every single fight from every quest in one go. Then it automatically will explore everything. So if you want to get like as optimal as you can to where you get all the EQ rewards, you just want to do Elder difficulty and you're done. So I know that was kind of a mouthful. I hope it makes sense. If you're unclear on anything, let me know and I'll try and explain it a little bit better. But basically, every lane has this. Depending on how many of those you get a new milestone. If you want to get all the milestones, just do Elder difficulty and you're good. I wanted to be a historian, but I didn't see any future in it. Nice, Caveman. Time out Samir until there's peace in the Middle East. What the? Caveman, my goodness. Yeah, no worries, voice. Let me know if you have any other questions. The game has changed a lot in recent years, so... Oh, that being said, let's get into it. One thing also, every like EQ quest individually is tuned towards a specific class wheels, right? So this is the mutant quest. So there's nodes that benefit mutant champions. So it wants you to use that. Time out Caveman for that message. Yeah, let's not mention that kind of stuff in the stream if we can, guys. It's a little bit of a politically charged topic I'd rather not talk about. Even though I do have strong opinions on it that I would love to voice, this is not the time or place. Who knows? Maybe if the MCOC never works out, we can become a political challenge. I would never. Talking politics once in a while is fun, but it just gets so draining, you know? Like you go to a family function, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. There's always that one guy who just can't not talk about politics. And it's tiring, man. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I have a couple people like that in my family, and it just gets so annoying and so old so fast. It's important to talk about, but man, if we're at like Thanksgiving or Christmas, let's talk about something really fun that we did in the past. Let's reminisce, you know? You're just a dude trying to parry in heavy. Dude, I don't blame you. Honestly, that's one of my favorite playstyles. And Icarus just doesn't even hurt for that much. I might as well just ignore it. I don't think it's going to matter as heavily in the classic difficulty. EQ or like elder difficulty, it'll probably come back to bite me a little though. Most Americans care about politics from an outsider's perspective. Barely anybody over here cares about politics. I think it's very important to care about politics. Ultimately, that affects your life, and I think it's important to like take ownership or take control, or at least make your voice known, you know? But yeah, some people do take it to a little bit of an extreme where it almost feels like they make it their entire personality, you know? That's what I will never understand, but I do think it is important to care about. Oh man, look at that damage on Gentle though. My gosh. If I had all of my muscle mass, that was probably a KO right there. Gentle is cracked. I forgot how insane he is. And if I throw my specials when I'm unstoppable now, I don't take recoil because he's SIG 200. Oh, Gentle's great. All right, onward. Onward and upward. First quest, not so bad. I wonder if Icarus is going to be on everything or if that's a one-time thing. Parry gives you a power gain. Arms race. Combat deja vu. Brace for impact. Special 2. Defender starts the fight with an indefinite brace passive. That's the... Yeah, okay. Punishing their special disables it. And polka dot power. Probably use Yondu for that guy, I think. I think we'll use Yondu. We might bring in like Nimrod or something as well. Here, what we can do. We can bring in Moondragon for her pre-fight. And then we take in Yondu and Nimrod. And then for the Cosmic lane, we will take in Serpent, and we'll take in... Let's go with Medusa. What was the Cosmic? Oh, it's Celestial Vision again. I don't see anything about Icarus, unless it's like lane specific, maybe? Maybe it's not. I don't... Okay. Cool. Emma is Ironheart food. Yeah, I mean, any of the prowess countering champions, I think, will do good stuff. Trying to decide if I want to take Carolina Dean instead. Could take Vox. Vox will do pretty good as well. Nah, let's go with here. I don't get to use Medusa too much. I mean, I say that, and I totally do. But I like that they, by the way, you guys may have noticed they stopped labeling these paths as like easy. Like every quest would have over here by the portal, it would have one that says in parentheses easy. Oftentimes it was not easy, or it was like the other lane would be easy by easier by a mile. And so I'm glad they just got rid of that because I thought it was completely worthless. Completely worthless. All right, Mr. Serpent, time to strut your stuff, my friend. Rank 5 Serpent is going to be a menace. Man, the Cosmic Quest is just a piece of cake. You can get all your Furies up in like a single combo. You're highly considering Serpent for your first rank 5. Do you have enough catalyst to get one, Tim? Or are you still waiting like the rest of us? The rest of us unlucky souls that couldn't get enough rank 5 mats during Banquet. Not yet, you will soon. Yeah, too. Sometimes you think this game hates you. You wanted either Cosmic or Science Awakening Gem. Rolled past the Science and gave you a tech. Well, if it's any consolation, Swiss, the tech class is crazy. I don't know the state of your tech roster right now, but the tech class is superb, and that is still a good pickup. Like Sentinel, Bastion, those are just to name a couple. Those would be my favorites to awaken. But no, it's definitely not bad at all, but it does suck when you don't get what you're actively hunting for. Two paths left? Jeez, Samuel, you're crushing it, man. Speaking of crushing it, goodbye, Mr. Deadpool. Mr. Pool. Glad you didn't explore ages ago because of the new challenges. Yes. Yes, I'm a little bummed I did explore, but it was so long ago at this point that I feel like I'm not epoch'd out anymore. You know? Put it on Jack or Iron Man. I don't know that Jack needs it that much. I could be misremembering his SIG ability, but I don't remember it being super crazy. As for Iron Man, I think his SIG is kind of nice. Not Mr. Ryan Reynolds. You have 2 Mystic Gems and 0 champs you want to use them on. I have the same problem, but with all of my Awakening Gems. Or Awakening Stones. No, it's a gem, right? Yeah, I have 2 generics. I have a mutant, and I have a skill. Do I have a mystic? I might have a mystic, even. I have a lot, actually, that I should use. You share a birthday with Ryan Reynolds. That's really cool, man. That's always fun. You hate how Ares specials are slow at the start? Yeah, it does kind of throw you off, huh? Oh, that's going to be such a clown show. Me fighting Ares again. Oh my gosh. It took me way longer than it should have to like really get accustomed to fighting Ares. And I guarantee you most of that is gone. And Serpent is just chewing through this quest, man. Tim, you say you only need another 5% of a tier 5 alpha? Oh my gosh. You're close. I definitely like improved on Ares specials towards the end, but it wasn't in a way where I could like flawlessly do it or anything. But I did get better to where I didn't like I could get maybe 1 or 2 phases off of 1 or sometimes no revives. The last phases and stuff, though, when he starts pulling out the stupid machine gun is where things start to get a little tricky for me. That being said, I mean, maybe it'll be easier. I would guess it will be, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm excited though. I'm kind of interested to see, have we heard anything on if they're going to force us down specific paths or not? Because if you can just Okoye cheese your way to that guy, it's going to be awesome. Yo, what's up, King? I'm doing fantastic. How are you, man? Oh, yeah, Tim, that's a lot of stamps, man. You already forgot the muscle memory. Yeah, I'm going to have to like rewrite down. When I went through Ares the first time, I had a sticky note that you guys told me all of the little actions I had to do. And I would just like read it while I was playing, basically. I'm going to have to do that again. Oh, it's all the fights. That's right. Sorry, I forgot. That's right. It's all the fights. You're right. You're right. I mean, you could... Man, I don't know who I'm going to use. Serpent, probably, right? Serpent, Nefaria, Venom I might bring. We'll probably figure out the team. I know. Sorry, Wolverine. I didn't even see that last night. I was probably in my own world. To be fair, though, stream was going kind of crazy in the chat last night, and it was hard to keep track of things. All right. Boom. Finished your last run last week. Nice. So it'll be fresh on your mind then, King. Are you planning to do the Karinas? I do like Epoch a lot as well. Man, I'm gaining power way quick. Hope you pull Nefaria before it. Dude, I hope you do as well. Dude, Moondragon is clutch for this fight, man. That pre-fight that makes you immune to reverse controls. The fight's over before it's gone. Because I think it is, like, consumed. But it doesn't even matter. Yeah. It has a certain amount of charges, but Yondu doesn't care. Oh, no, no. I didn't think you were at all, Wolverine. If it gets you closer to a rank 5, it definitely will. I definitely think it will. I think they said it will, right? Didn't they? They said there were some rank 5 mats in there, right? Yeah. Yeah, Tim. Epoch felt like it was very, like, in your control how well you did. Combat Deja Vu Intensify. Pumping Iron. So, oh, and Destructive Feedback. Okay, so just play like he's unblockable. Probably some Odin pre-fights. And a Mystic champion they want me to use. Whoa, Deathless King Groot as a defender. That's interesting. You don't usually see that too often. Let's take in Kushala. We'll take in Nico. We'll take in not my Clairvoyant because I don't have one. We'll take in Rintra. Who else? Let's take a look. We could take in the Gogster. Nah, let's leave the Gog on the bench. Actually, no, it's Ritual. We have to. Maybe we take Diablo. Diablo could be fun. Could take Abs Orbing Man, but he's kind of like the worst champion in the game, so maybe let's avoid that. Abs Man is awful. It's probably the worst champion in the game, like bar none. Bro doesn't even have Clara. Get out of here, Samir. Do you have a rank 3 Mangog? I didn't think so. Sit back down. Yeah, hopefully we can do everything as it comes out. Okay. This lane looks pretty easy. You're banning everyone unless I apologize right now? Are you sure about that? Hey, you go ahead and ban everyone, Samir. You go right ahead and see how that works out for you. Go right ahead. Hope you get a science gem. I will manifest it for you, King. We just need to believe. Oh yeah, it's Goggin time. Oh yeah, it's Goggin time, chat. Dude, yeah, he was going crazy in that event, man. Big punch, huge. Actually, that was a lot of damage. Oh, that's not gonna hit. No. Oh, really? 1%? You will not succumb to the Absman rage bait. What rage bait? I'm just speaking the truth. Where's your sword? Oh, shoot. Did you lose it? What happens when you... What? That's crazy. That dude, it must be some bug on Twitch. Must have broken or something. Mangog has stubby little arms. The Mangog is the goat. All right, he doesn't need long arms to wreck house. Honestly, like Mangog could no arm it, and I think he would be the best champion in the game. I mean, he already is. Unquestionably. They should buff Mangog and they should buff Dormammu. You think that was a little excessive? Do you threaten? I have to defend the homeland. You threaten to ban everybody. Can't be tolerating threats like that. All right, here we go. Big damage. Big damage. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That was like 100K. That was wild, man. That was actually a lot. Mangog is the best. That's your bad. Point proven. Yeah. Yep. You know what? Maybe like tomorrow you can earn the sword back. How can we have the mod off? Don't worry. It'll still happen. Don't worry. It'll still happen at some point in the distant future. I thought I had time to light attack. I guess you don't. All right, is that gonna KO? Close. It would have if it crit. Mr. Moo's so good. Dude, if Ascension gave you a higher crit chance, oh, that would be so good. Okay, let's go into this one with Diablo. Why not? And then we'll throw on that guy. We'll throw on that guy. Why not? Dude, I have not used Diablo outside of Arena probably in months, maybe years. I know I've put him on an EQ team, but I don't think I actually used him when I did. I'll give you guys the drinking sound effect. It is some of the best ASMR in the game. All right, we need to build up to a special 3. Whoops. Dude, I just love the random gulping noises. Oh no, I'm getting McFried. Believe. The regen's too good. Yeah. I was scared of that happening. Always hitting the throat sounds? No, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first time I've ever done that. And you definitely won't find it if you scour my arena streams. Okay, she's not poisoned now, so at least we're getting free heals this time instead of almost dying. Man, that was kind of scary though, hey chat? We almost died. It's because his poisons are doing so much damage. They're boosted by the Furies. Alright, we're chilling though. I like me some Diablo. Can't believe you're back with the peasants now. Whoa. You know, maybe this is like your training arc, you know? You had to fall from grace so that you could like come back a better man. Maybe this is all part of the plan, all right? To make you a better mod, the best mod that you can be, Samir. Maybe you had just grown too much, you flew too close to the sun, and you forgot what it was like to live among the peasants. It's like, this is like Hercules, dude. Straight up out of a movie. Not slander if it's true. Oh, that's a lot of damage, Kushala. Jeez. You know, you raise a good point, King. Everybody knows the greatest Mystic champion in the game is Mangog. Everybody knows it. Can you, like, Absorbing Man could not do what Mangog is about to do to Groot, okay? Oof, you almost had me there, Groot. You're trying your best. Hit him with the breath. Raw. Look at that. Just destroyed. The greatest Mystic is Immortal Iron Fist. Oh, Swiss, you're actually so right. How could I have been so naive? He's literally immortal. You know, that's a good point. That's a really good point. That's a good point. I can't believe I didn't even think about that, actually. Groot's rework is long over. I really thought that with that AFK arena they did during Summoner Fest, I truthfully thought, man, that they would announce a Groot buff after he won. And then just like nothing happened. And it had to have been like one of the most disappointing things of all time. Oh man, I was looking at chat and I thought I hit my special attack, but he did first. That's sad. Oh, I thought I had it. I dexed a little too early. Unstoppable Colossus because you physically can't stop him. Dude, he's literally unstoppable. Oh my gosh. You guys are killing me. Rintra's going to be horrible in this fight, by the way. Groot did demonstrate that he is like the best champion in the game, though. That is true. Oh, I didn't know I was rooted there. Dang, that was unlucky. I had too many of Rintra's fancy little charges. Dude, I can't. Sorry, I'm playing under the influence right now. The influence of chatters all vying for my attention. The group probably will like be such a wanted buff. They probably would monetize it, honestly. I can't imagine they wouldn't. I would. I honestly kind of thought they would monetize Doctor Strange's buff a lot more than they did. Because he was like so desired compared to Cyclops. Magic's profile is so fire. Dude, I think they really crushed it with the Magic redesign. Starts with an armor up. Combo up. Obstinate charge. Attacker gains no power from landing or receiving attacks, or from passive power gain effects or buffs. Whenever the attacker gains a buff, they generate a fixed 20% of a bar of power. Interesting. You know, I bet there's some heroes that absolutely slap on that fight. I think Vision Arcus comes to mind because he's generating power gain constantly. Maybe he'll work. I don't know. What quest am I in? Skill? When a damaging effect on the defender is purified or expires, gain an indefinite fury. Okay, so it's basically just debuff. Debuff causing... Okay, so Okoye, basically. Cool. I have not actually Okoye'd in a minute, so this will be fun. Also, Venom will probably destroy. Shield will probably be great. Mole Man, Nick Fury. Honestly, I don't even need Okoye. Let's just use Nick Fury and Mole Man. That'll be fun. And then, yeah, Venom, I think, will be just fine for Guillotine. He's also Power Drain immune, which is fantastic. Vox will probably crush as well. So we'll try Vox. Just use Bullseye? I did think about that. I don't want to use Bullseye, though. But yeah, he gets the instant bleed, gives him his Furies. Assuming that's working properly. But yeah, in theory it would. I see pretty easier defenders here. What's this last path? Yeah, let's just go Charlie. Finish the sentence. The best mystic is long shot by I have dementia. Finish the sentence. The best mystic is long shot. Finish the sentence. The best mystic is long shot by... Okay. Long shot by a long shot. How creative was that, eh, boys? That is true. He can't miss guillotine. Bullseye is good, man. Very good for questing. Nick Fury kind of also can't miss, but he needs tactical charges. This one, let's go ahead and use the Mole God. I get 5 points. Yes! That's what I needed. That might give me the House Cup, actually. That might be enough, chat. Oh, my damage. RIP Captain America, dudes. You're so gone. Bullseye Relic also can't miss. That's true. I literally can't miss. Mole Man doesn't even give them a chance. They should have let him be ascendable. They didn't have to do my boy dirty like that. Let's give it one more parry on this guy. He's a little tankier. Oh, you suck, dude. Now he's gonna want to auto block me. Oh, part of the nodes is debuff immunity, apparently. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The more health we lose, the stronger we get. Thus is the way of the Mole Man. I wish he was reverse control immune for this, though. Oh, no. Oh, we shrugged it. I forget that I go unstoppable there. And I can just kind of, you know, hit him. Mole Man is so good. Rank 5 Mole Man would go kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would. But it would be really fun. It would also be really fun if Mole Man's frenzy charges were persistent. If you could keep them between quests, like stay ramped. Because sometimes like the block penetration is so high that the parry heavy is a little risky. Or it's just a lot more painful. Be cool to not have to use that every single match. Nagase has a rank 5 Mole Man? Dude, I'm jealous. I bet he is loving using him in EQ right now then. Or whenever he did it, or plans to do it. I stream so much later than everyone else. I'm like the last guy to do EQ, I swear. Everybody else does it on release. Now, the upside of that, though, is I usually don't encounter that many bugs. You and your weird heavy attack, Masacre. I did not see that sheep. That's interesting. I still probably won't be able to ascend like anyone. He streams pretty late. Does he stream later than me? I don't really know. I stop streaming and go to bed pretty much. All right, I want to see how Vox does. I feel like Vox will just annihilate this. His third favorite is Get. Of course, Nick making the entrance with the gladiator mention. No, I whiffed. I forgot the node. I forgot the node. Oh, I actually didn't want to use a special one, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah, I feel like he's working okay. Is there a cooldown on this like power gain thing that's happening? Because I feel like there is. What? That's a special 3? Honestly, I'm tempted to just keep the special 2. Vigilance. Yeah, Vox is really good for this fight, actually. Bullseye as well, I think, guys. But if you don't have Bullseye, our main man with the scythe, power drain immune, you get your buffs a lot. You pretty much get all the power you need. Gladi Glazer. I mean, his nickname in Discord is Nick Gladiator Enjoyer. Although to be fair, I did set that, I'm pretty sure. But there is a reason behind that. Are you gonna let me move on, game? Did I break it? Oh boy. Oh, here we go. We're good. He used to stream up until I started. So, I mean, still not later than me, though, right? Pixie. And the tech quest, huh? And they'll go unblockable at the end of their specials. Whenever other champion activates a special while the defender is suffering from a shock, when inflicting a shock, gain indefinite... Okay, so Shuri is going to freaking... take every defender in this to Pound Town, probably. Oh, what nodes are on the boss? When the attacker performs a well-timed block, they gain Pursuit or Vigilance buff for 20 seconds. When the defender evades an attack, the attacker is inflicted with a Fatigue debuff. When the attacker purifies or cleanses a debuff, the defender gains a non-stacking... Okay. I don't know that anything seems particularly crazy there. Just got to use some tech champions with shock. Sentinel will work as well. Let's take Yondu and... What synergy does he have with Sentinel? Oh, it's okay. That's cool. We could take in Red Skull. Nimrod probably will do okay. And then I think Shuri, and then... Man, can you imagine if Ironheart had a synergy to make her apply shock? That would be filthy. We'll bring in the Maker just for fun. I don't think I'll use him at all, but he'll just be there for fun, for support. That's true. Nick does talk about other champions. It is Gladiator that he is known for, though. Man, as you progress, there are a lot more fights per quest. Let's see, that has to go through a Jean Grey, which I'd rather not fight. Deathless She-Hulk. I mean, Nimrod would probably be the toughest fight on this path, and I don't think that's even that bad. Famous last words. Oh, there's Matador, though, which is not my favorite thing to go through. This lane also seems fairly easy. Let's try the Matador lane, though. This is really gonna throw me off, I think, in the Elder difficulty. Having a lot of these different nodes and stuff. Sentinel versus Nimrod. The OG versus the upgrade. I think we have to do it. They have to vie for dominance. Does Scorpion count? Scorpion is a great champion. I feel like Scorpion counts. Oh, I forgot he's unblockable after the special attack. How quickly we forget the nodes. Gosh dang it. Okay, he's unblockable now. Don't forget. Oh, I really thought he was going to charge in there. He totally faked me out. Trying to get my Furies. I mean, we are doing a lot of damage here. If we had a special attack, we could KO. Still got it. I like Scorpion. I don't usually play the heavy charge into special 2 playstyle with Scorp, though. Usually, if I'm playing Scorpion, I just kind of spam special 1 and just profit that way. I feel like that's really all you need, honestly. He's very, very, very safe. Ah, that's nice. So you just instantly get all your Furies. Now, if only my Shuri was like, I don't know, maybe not rank 1. You just think he's boring? Some of like the... If you're not going for the special 2 heavy combo playstyle, it could be very slow. But again, I think like very safe. Oh, what? That hit me? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Dude, also, why that did way too much damage. What in the heck? Jack-o'-lantern may need to be checked for performance enhancers. That was kind of crazy. I was like, a single combo almost killed Shuri. That's nuts. Archangel is a lot of people's original goats, man. Archangel does so much. Medium, medium until special 2. I mean, you can do medium, light, medium. I would mix them in just so I could like juggle the power bar the way I wanted it to. It's easy Yondu. He won't, I don't think he'll benefit from the nodes, but should be pretty safe. All the other guys are going to charge up Red Hulk a ton. Flipped me with the special and crit both times. Yeah, that was kind of unlucky. It's all right. You know what? I blame that on my missing hour of sleep from today. Like, you guys remember last night, I told you I had to wake up an hour earlier because for some unknown reason, actually it's not unknown, but I had to go into work an hour early. The fun thing is, so usually when that's the case, so the company I work for, we do a lot of different like plumbing related things. We'll do service calls, we'll build, you know, commercial developments, residential developments, pretty much anything plumbing related, like my company will do. And So it, like any given day, you're working on something completely different. You just come in the morning and you have like work orders that you've been assigned and you go from there. So today, like we kind of figured it would be service call related because we had to go in so early. The only explanation for something like that would be obviously a customer's availability, right? So I get there and dude, we had to go fix a leak at a Chick-fil-A. So I feel like pretty heroic. You know, all of you Chick-fil-A junkies out there, you owe me one. You're welcome. No, I'm just a normal human. I mean, I don't want to like say like I saved the world or anything, but it kind of feels like that, you know? It's pretty heroic. I will say though, so we had to get there really early before they opened up. I didn't know this, but Chick-fil-A actually does breakfast, which I hear is excellent, but I wouldn't know. I've never tried it. But dude, they opened at 6:30. The second 6:30 rolled around, bro, cars were going crazy, like through the drive-thru. And I was like, man, these people are just here chomping at the bit, waiting to to storm the Chick-fil-A. Makes no sense to me, man. All right, Rogue. Let's not kill Shuri super quick, huh? But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I know people love Chick-fil-A to the point where it's almost like their religion, but I guess I never expect it to be as much as it is. B-Dizzle saves Chick-fil-A should have been the stream title. Hashtag not sponsored. Okoye did Gilly in 2 seconds. My gosh. The Chick-fil-A savior has arrived. Yeah, I mean, you know, I pretty much. Pretty much, man. I will say that was my first time ever being like backstage at a Chick-fil-A. It was kind of cool. It was a huge kitchen and it was like kind of a brand new Chick-fil-A. The clip of Loki from Ragnarok. But yeah, it was fun. We just had to tighten like 2 things. It was so annoying. I was like, really? I had to drag my butt out of bed an hour early for this? Are you kidding me? It was so annoying. And then we left our job site at the normal time we do. So the company I work for too, like they expect you to work like a reasonable shift, you know, like 8 to 10 hours, somewhere in there. The guys I'm paired with right now, we lean towards 10-hour shifts, and we still went home at our normal time. It was the worst. So I'm just like incredibly tired tonight, but we're streaming on, chat. We're doing this. I had 2 energy drinks today. 400 milligrams of caffeine. It's been a day. It's been a freaking day. And then we have EQ. Did I get free Chick-fil-A? You know what? If I had stolen it, I could have. 5-finger discount, but no. No, I was actually really hoping like the manager or something would come over and be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Here's a coupon for free chicken nuggets. No, nothing like that happened, unfortunately. I was hoping, because like it is a pretty heroic thing, right? But no such luck. No such luck. Which is fine, you know. I don't need all the... Oh, I don't know your animations. Okay, good. I can just dash back a bunch. Ouch. I forget how I get the pursuit. I'm going to be honest. I already don't remember the nodes. I'm sure somebody out there does and could tell me, but it's okay. Oh, hey, look, I have the pursuit now. I don't know what I did to get it, but we got it. I think with Pixie, I'm going to have the same problem I did with M'Baku, where I literally just don't know the special animation. And that's like the biggest barrier to taking him down in one go. Ouch. Man, you really don't hit very hard though with that little book buff on you, or debuff. Like, I forgot about that. That's like nuking my shock damage. At least I'm pretty sure it is, right? I like open, yeah, lowers the potency of echoing shock and bleed effects. So we are doing, that's why his special 2 isn't hitting very hard. You just got Pixie? No, how, Samuel? Just raw luck? No way. Oh, so I kept pranked. Dude, I would have like been super stoked for you, man. But you just had to freaking lie to me like that. RIP, any trust. I am kind of tempted to try some featured Valiants with the buffed rates, though. We all fell for that, even though there's no way to get her. Dude, Samuel could be in the CCP. You don't know. He could be like actually undercover content creator guy. All right, there's one more quest down. Kebab Mike, yeah. Okay, why is this screen super laggy? That's so weird. All right, we're cooking. What would this be? What have we not done yet? Science? Yeah, science. And then what nodes? Prey on the week. Yeah, it looks like they want me to use Count Nefaria. Of course, boxed in. Why not? All right, yeah, this is a Count Nefaria quest. If Samuel makes it into the CCP, then Kabam has given up hope. No, that's not true though. Like, Samuel could just pay his way in, since he's so absolutely loaded. Taking Spider-Woman. Wait, where? There's Count Nefaria. We can take in Joaquin. And then Spider-Ham would be great. Not gross. 6 stars on my team? I feel like Count Nefaria is going to be one of the best options, I think, for Madelyne Pryor. Too many sheep in the chat? Hey, whoa. Okay, don't be calling people sheep. We have actual sheep in here that watch the stream. Okay. Don't insult. They're trying their best. Is there a Mystic Champ Nefaria won't work against? That's a very good question. One I don't quite know the answer to. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I can't dex anything tonight. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that damage. That's not even fully ramped. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's a Joaquin Torres world and we're just living in it. You guys thought I was going to count Nefaria this whole path, didn't you? Oh, how naive you were. I feel like there's probably a Mystic Champion out there, Tim. Like, to actually answer your question. You didn't know Falcon was like that, Swiss? Oh, Falcon's a good champion, dude. He's especially killer in this quest, though, because he's getting a massive boost. Nodes are helping him quite a bit, but his damage is still pretty good. He is also rank 4. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, Falcon is pretty slept on. after his buff he got a while back. He's not like that. Shut up. You guys don't even know. What? Wait, what? Did I miss the repairing? Whoa. Yeah, for 5 times probably, Nick. That's why I went with Joaquin here. You got a 7-star just chilling? Yeah, he has a lot more utility now. I like him a lot, Swiss. I mean, I wouldn't rank him up just based on what you're seeing here. I would maybe take yours out for a spin, learn how you're supposed to play him. It's pretty simple now. You had to kind of play in a specific playstyle before. Now you just do regular 5-hit combos, special 2 a couple times, throw a special 1 in there. That's pretty much it. But yeah. Do not don't listen to Samir. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's still delusional because he lost his moderator on Twitch. Yeah, Walrus. Team Joaquin, dude. I'm telling you guys, he's the truth. All right, at the very least, I mean, you see the work he's putting in on EQ. Homie is going to carry you through the whole thing. You could probably, Swiss, take yours in at rank 1 and he would just annihilate. If you don't get hit by random heavy attacks because you're monologuing. We'll never support the pigeon propaganda. Dude, it was like slight propaganda before his buff. Now he's like legit, actually kind of nuts. Also, if you have the Despair Mastery, he kind of like is a heal reversal champion because he inflicts so many debuffs, which is really nice. Yeah, Samira made a threat to ban everyone. Can't be doing that. I took that personally. Yeah, Nick, there's a lot of that's my struggle too. There's a lot of champions I'd like to rank up, but I just have other champions that are kind of like in front of that champion. Let's not talk about it. Okay, all right. Let's see if Nefaria actually can do this. I'm not even gonna try and remember the nodes. We're just gonna see what happens. Man, her shield degrades very slow if you just hit her block. I mean, it's degrading very slow already. Oh, that's a special I didn't want you to throw, Madelyne. That's fine. Here, let's back it up. We don't want to be over there. We're gonna go all the way to a special 3. I think this might be a long fight, chat. Oh my gosh, I pushed her to a special 2 again. You know what? It's fine. Does that mean there's an open Twitch mod spot? Like vultures, they come. Oh, that's interesting. If she fires a special off, like a special 2, while there's already like a pit of evil, and it doesn't really do much. That was potentially. I said you had to earn it back. And we would see if you could. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. Remember that, Samir. Yeah, Count Fair does pretty okay there. Keep forgetting to do your masteries. Dude, I don't blame you, Swiss. It's easy to forget, especially with the unit cost tied to them. You read the end of the manga for Demon Slayer. I kind of enjoyed it, Nick. I'm a little bit on the side of where you came down at, though, where like it's good, like it's okay. It wasn't like, holy crap, that was the greatest ending I've ever seen. But I was still like satisfied with it. Oh my, yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers, please. Let's see. We have time for one, maybe two. Elder difficulty quest, probably one. We'll see. Honestly, Sheep, I would save. Probably. If you have the self-control for it, I would save. I personally would if I wasn't in the you know, the live streaming game. But also, like, think about it, okay? We're gonna get a lot of Karinas and stuff. Those have that. Those probably have Titans in them. You know, I think we'll probably be able to build up a pretty sizable Titan stash by next rollover anyway. So I'm just gonna open basics. All right. Mutant quest with Icarus, which I don't know that it was Icarus on every single fight. Who is the boss? Man, I already forgot. The boss was... Oh, yeah, it was Elsa. Who did I use? Oh, I used Gentle. That's right. That's right. And then I brought APOC. Gentle, and then, dude, Storm would be really good for that fight, actually. Because she gets a prowess, I think, every time she bleeds. That being said, we're not going to use Storm. Let's bring in Mr. Sinister. Yeah, Photon is crazy in Science EQ. She always is. It doesn't matter like what they change the nodes to that benefit science, because she applies like every debuff under the sun, it feels like. So she just destroys. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. I really would recommend like to almost everybody, just based on what I've seen, that you want to be saving your Titans. That would be my recommendation. Again, like my situation is different because I stream and the people love to see crystals get opened. I don't know how I'm supposed to be getting Furies on this lane. Is it still? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I only need Mr. Knight from the current Titan. So especially for me, it makes no sense, but I'm going to do it anyways. For the content, chat. For the content. I mean, I wouldn't mind like some of the newer Titan champions. I really wouldn't. It's just like, man, if the next Titan is starting off with Pixie and Madelyne Pryor, we're going to be eating so good. Both of those champions seem really nuts. And I'm very excited for both of them. Oh yeah, if you do Blizzard, that gives you Ascension, I think. Or I don't know if that was just retroactive compensation. I don't know if you dupe him going forward. I don't know. It is cheap. It is. I mean, anyone who is no stranger to my stream knows that I have literally preached the fact that it's awful and Titan rollover needs to happen faster. Champions need to enter the basic much faster. Even if they're like paywalled champions, they should. I can see the argument for making that one more delayed, but I think like by the time you can even get Mr. Knight or Pixie or Madelyne Pryor, like think about how excited we all are. Wow, that champion's awesome. You can't even think about getting them free to play for months from now. And I think that's like so lame. And I know it's so that they can get you to spend on the features, but I don't know that there's that many people that are going to make that decision just because they can't wait. I feel like most people that aren't going to spend, you know? But yeah, they got to make money. Oh, big damage, Jean Grey. My gosh. Ooh, Heimdall. Yeah, Heimdall looks really good too. He might be, honestly, my most desired champion in the new Titan pool. He's kind of nuts. Yeah, right, Nick? I know. It's like, how excited can you get about a champion when you know you probably won't get the champion for like multiple months, and that's assuming you actually get them. That's why, like, I try to temper my expectations when a new champion gets announced, because I really don't know that I'm gonna get them anytime soon. I like to think or hope I would, but that is the nature of these kinds of games, right? Even if they were released immediately into the basic, you don't know if you'd get them. Kind of the nature of the beast. I think there needs to be wait time to try to like get people to spend and reward spenders for spending, right? Because I think you should be able to enjoy exclusive access to that champion because you are supporting the game. I think that's a good thing, but I don't think it should take that long. I think that's nuts. In a game where the roster moves so fast that we're getting 2 new champions a month, which is pretty good. Like, that's actually pretty crazy. Like, I feel like there's no reason you couldn't make that a little bit quicker, maybe. I personally wouldn't mind if just the way that they're introduced 2 champions at a time, that was how they rotate it out. And then if people want to wait for what would be considered like a full rotation of when a champion would enter a pool, then they can, just so they have like more champions that they can get and not dupe, you know? I personally think that's a little bit better of a solution. And then you still have that wait time for a champion. It doesn't quite relieve the thing that we're talking about where you can't get hype for a champion for a while, but it makes it better where you still have new champions to chase every month. HG134, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, by the way. I don't know. It feels like a better solution to me. I don't know. Because that, yeah, then it just feels like you're getting 2 new champions announced that you can get excited for down the road, but then also you're getting 2 additions to the basics. So there's like a reason for a free-to-play player to actually be happy about new champions coming to the game, because that means it's pushing older new champions into the basic. So I think that would be my preferred solution. It looks like you agree as well, Sheep. And because I like, Kabam feels the need to do these big extravagant drops where they'll add like multiple champions all at once. I don't know that you necessarily need that, man. I think you could just kind of throw champions in, like just put a timer on them. You're kind of already doing that. Just make it like less crazy. Come on, gold pool, just die, bro. There we go. Man, my nose itches like super bad for some reason. They should reduce the pool to 16, have 4 new champs go in every 2 months. They could, I mean, that would be an option. I think they like, on a live service game, you need a drip feed of new content though. I think That's why it's probably better overall to have new content every month. And it gives them a revenue stream every month. If you switch to like clearly the most money they make is from crystals and like bundles, which bundles you're not going to sell if there's not champions or things that people want, right? You want to have income every month, not just every 2 months. Oh, now we're to the Icarus path. Dang it. I mean, it sucks because I take damage. The fights go a lot faster, though. But yeah, just one of the small quality of life changes I feel like this game really needs and could benefit from. Mr. Klops. I'm gonna just keep on using APOC. Actually, wait, can I make I can make multiple horsemen, right? Oh no, I can't. Dang. Yeah, honestly, you probably can get away with it, Nick. All right, this should be a lot of damage. Or it's just a KO, straight up. My gosh, Apocalypse, chill, brother. That special 2 chunks damage, man. I can't believe you guys think Apocalypse is washed. I mean, look at that. That was crazy damage. You guys kill me sometimes with your takes. They are truly takes of all time. Is that gonna hit? Oh, nope, it's not good. You hate how I have a 7-star APOC? Hey, I worked hard for this guy, all right? Hours and hours of arena grinding got me Apocalypse. I mean, days, not even just hours. Hey, Samir, I totally can. I mean, even without it, that would have hit really hard. You got a crit on the special too? Oh boy, sheep. How much was it? Probably like 1 million. That's like getting a shiny Pokemon. But oh man, when he crits. Don't throw your special. Thank you. Or just evade, that's fine. I love random evade mechanics. They're my favorite. Ouch. $261K. That's so much. Oh my gosh. She was close to a special 3. Man, I need to pay attention, chat. Oh my gosh, we're not dead? We're almost dead. Icarus might take us out, though. Oh, yep. We are starting to get deleted health-wise. That's okay. Itote. Honestly, I should use APOC again. That'd counter the evade. It's all right. The neuros are doing enough work. Do. I will say the attack values feel a lot higher than they did the last EQ. I don't know if I'm the only one. It feels a lot more punishing, I think, than it did last month. Or maybe I'm just really misremembering it. That could be true also. Man, I made her a horseman. I haven't even used Jean Grey yet. Feels the same to you? Maybe it's just a prestige bump. And so everyone technically is stronger. That could be it. I think maybe I did have the same thought last quest. We'll use Jean Grey again. We'll use Jean Grey. We'll go into relaxed gamer position. Oh, we don't have to deal with Icarus anymore. Nice. Oh, I love that for us, chat. Jean Grey is so free. She really is. That force field is insane. It really does, like, it does do so much. Do I want to use Jean again? Let's try APOC. Dude, I'm glad you're using Rintra, Sheep. Aww. I'm toxic. I was teabagging him with my block, and then he just decided to throw a special right into it. That was so rude. Gosh dang it, Beta Ray Bill. Yes, dude. I didn't know you were such a big Rintra enjoyer, Sheep. He's probably one of my favorite Mystic champions in the game. Outside of Magog, who's like inarguably the best in the game, which I think we can all agree on. Let's go Jean Grey on this one. So you have to block the special one. All right, you can dex it, I think, but the timing is wonky, and I still don't know it. Man, Samir, you're making a good case to never be mod again. I tell you what. Slandering all the actually good champions? Oh my gosh. You never mention which champs you like? Hey, that's okay. Everybody is, everybody pushes the narrative differently. It's all jokes. Samira, you're sounding like Widow. Just anytime we're talking about a champion, you just put mid in their name. Shout out to Widow, by the way, if you're watching this. We miss you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Man, I actually did not want to throw a special 2 yet, but it doesn't matter. I've just crossed a line right there. Sorry, I will remove my own mod privilege. Hey, listen, no, I said you're starting to sound like Widow. I didn't say you were. Okay, important distinction. Very important. We're almost to the boss. No revives needed so far, which is good. He's Mr. Sinister. Should you get Widow in the stream? You could, but only if you do it in a polite manner. Don't just like call him a name or something and then be like, hey, if you want to come talk to me, I'm in B-Dizzle's stream. Just say, hey, we miss you. Also, holy degens. No, I was hoping. Man, see, like, I get hit once, and that was killer, dude. I bet rank 4 Sinister annihilates this path, though. Icarus, he wouldn't care about either, because you're just parry heavying. Dude, I would not say Gladiator is necessarily underrated if that's what you're going for. Heimdall, where are you? Oh, Heimdall. Can replace my dead gentle. He's coming back? Good. Charles, what's up, man? Oh my gosh, give me a special one, please. What are you doing, Elsa? Thank you. All right, we need to throw this though. Oh my goodness, squishness. There we go. Man, Caltrops with Sinister is fun. You became the 7th like on the video? Wow, you guys, I haven't even asked for likes. You guys are cooking. Those of you that have not liked the stream, I would like you to like it. It would mean a lot. It would help a lot. It helps grow the stream, helps catapult the stream into the algorithm, which it is a real thing and it does help. So I would appreciate it very much. You guys go ahead and click the thumbs up. Do it 1,000 times, 1,001 times. Any little bit helps. Seriously, thank you guys. What color ISO do I don't even need anything. I'm so stacked to the gills with ISO. Samir says I needed me. I do, Widow. It's been a while, man. I miss you. Wanted you to know you're missed in the stream. Is EQ not bugged anymore? It is not. It's been fixed. They fixed it like a few hours after it came out. Okay, let's just do the same thing. Probably just serpent this entire thing. And then where is Serpent? There he is. And then we bring in Moondragon for the insane pre-fight. For the boss, I guess she's just gonna delete Serpent. And then we take Yondu. Well, we'll swap Yondu in probably, but that's fine. Might as well. Let's take in Venom this time. We didn't really use Medusa last time anyways. And then we'll take in Odin probably. And then we'll swap Odin out at our champion swap. We should be good. Carolina deletes his path. Carolina deletes everything. Carolina deletes everything. And I like, you know, playing Carolina Dean. I do. She's ridiculously fun, but sometimes I like to give some other champions some love, you know? Like Mr. Venom here. But yeah, they accidentally reverted to like the champion swap version of EQ, which was a big whoopsie daisy. What an unfortunate time to throw your special. You're here to stay for real? Good, Widow. I'm glad, man. Jane Foster goes hard on the Mystic Path. Oh, yeah. Dude, so many of the Mystic champions just absolutely eat. The Mystic lane is really easy. I think it's fun because it's such a unique playstyle, Nick. Yeah, I really don't know, Tim. I genuinely have to keep asking myself that question every update. Had your own seat in moment. It's just, I don't get it, man. I say it every time. If there's a Kabam dev in here, just please take this to heart. I'm not attacking you as a person. I'm sure you try your hardest at your job. All that stuff. Okay? But please stop getting in your own way, Kabam. Every month, you guys just kneecap yourselves. You're just constantly creating problems for you guys. It's just maybe like run things through test once in a while, or at least a little bit more vigorously than you currently do. I don't know what it's like behind the scenes. Okay, I don't want to claim to know what it's like behind the scenes. There's gotta be some sort of change you can make. There's like, it's actually insane the amount of bugs. It actually, you know what? Every game has bugs now. Okay, I expect bugs. It's just the bugs are really, really silly, and they always feel like they would be pretty avoidable. Wow, that special one was the entire miss timer, so I couldn't get Furies. That's actually horrible. That's evil, Daredevil. We get Furies there, though. Oh, we get Furies there. She cooks hard in the victory track meta. Dude, I still need to play Battlegrounds, too. I forgot about that mode. How are you guys liking it? Has anybody changed their opinion on the roster size? I know in here we're largely against it, is the vibe I'm getting. But I am just curious if maybe you guys have changed your tune a little and grown a lot more fond of the 40-player roster sizes. Let me know. Because, again, I have no opinion. Climbing is genuinely harder. Interesting. So maybe I shouldn't procrastinate it this time. That does scare me a little. Maybe I won't make Glad Circuit. Screw 40 roster BGs. I guess I know how Widow feels. What? I hit my relic. Don't give me that game. Whatever. Kabam is the goat of bugs that seem super unlikely but are frequent. Yeah, And they're like multiple appearance bugs. It's so like for a few champion pool changes, we had the whole, yeah, this guy's actually not in the crystal. We had that happen multiple times in a row. That was crazy, which I just couldn't believe. They went to 2 medals for a win permanently. All right, we're going to nom nom some Furies, get our health back. That's the game plan. We aren't down that much health, but we might as well try and get some more. We can afford to parry because of that. We got a little bit left. A little bit back there. Don't even want to touch it. Genuinely good meta, but 40 roster BGs is stupid. As far as the meta itself, it's a nice chill meta. 5 bans is nice. 40 champs sucks. Haven't hit Glad Circuit yet. Vibranium 4, usually get to Glad in under a week. Don't mind 5 bans, but 40 sucks. I get the reason they did it. I hope they go back to 30, though. Because, like, you can theoretically add more counters to the annoying meta defenders. But then also on the flip side of that coin, you can also theoretically add more meta defenders. So it's like you're effectively accomplishing nothing, I feel like. Whereas 30 would like force you to pick and choose and be a lot more strategic about your deck. Not to say you can't with 40. I just feel like it makes it significantly harder for everyone to play in the first place. And then you throw that on top of it, right? Om nom nom. Om nom nom. Beautiful. Om nom nom again. Yeah, full health. Such a little, like, it doesn't come into play very much, but the Om nom nom getting you health back is so handy. It's easier for the whales. I definitely see why, like another thing and reason they did it too is so spenders feel like they could actually use their roster that is now expanded, right? So I totally get that. But it's still kind of annoying. They did say as a test, that's true. I'm interested in seeing what like the people at the tippity top say. Like the people that actually just grind. I would be very interested in their thoughts. That should be big damage. No? That should have been a lot more damage, I feel like, than it was. There we go. That was the damage I expected from that first one. That isn't too bad ever since the bug that made me start and glad I'm taking so I wouldn't blame you, Charles. I wouldn't blame you. You're in no rush now, right? You have enough rank 4s to fill all 40 champs. You personally feel like it's easier for you to win now. You don't think that's a good thing? Kind of only helps people with developed rosters. Yeah, so that's an interesting take on like the flip side of the coin. I would tend to agree. I feel like Gladiator Circuit and Radiance should be achievable to the vast majority of players. I feel like you should, if you're Valiant and you have been for a decent amount of time, you should have a chance at Gladiator Circuit. This does feel like it puts it a little bit more out of reach than it used to be, which I don't necessarily agree with. I mean, I can't fill out I don't have 40 rank 4s. It'll probably make it significantly harder on me as well. Yeah, I'm trying to withhold my opinion on Ascension. I think a lot of people are kind of like knee-jerk reactioning to it right now. Like, and there's a lot of skepticism and stuff like that floating around. I'm gonna wait. Once it rolls around, I will pass judgment on it, though. I'm skeptical, but I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I want to wait and see a little bit. There's a lot of content creators and stuff that like to have like really reactionary takes so that they can like click farm. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be known for that. Because I think it's like an unknown thing enough that like reacting to it this early is not necessarily the best idea. I think some things you can very clearly and plainly see are just obviously stupid though. But we don't really know like how they're going to change their content release schedule or like a lot of things in the game post Ascension. We don't know exactly how big of an impact it's going to make yet. Like, I think the jury's still out on that. Now, deleting back issues, that's an awful idea. I don't know what the crap they're cooking with that. Hopefully they replace it with something better, but yes, that my opinion on that is very negative. What's up, Icebox? How are you, man? But yeah, Ascension, an entirely new game mechanic. I don't want to jump the gun too hard on it. They made Ascension pretty complicated. I agree, Samir. But like, again, I think that might become clearer and clearer as we like actually dive into the mechanic. I think, from what I understand, that is correct, Charles. Unless you pull him from a featured Valiant, I think. I can't believe they did an entire live stream on it, and I'm still confused. And a lot of people are. Get ready to speak special too, Civil Warrior. Increased damage based on armor. Back to BGs for a player like me. I physically cannot fight a whale. Sure, they just like... Yeah, I mean, you always have chance against a whale, like, because they could just suck at the game. But having like 40 of your rank 4s on deck definitely covers for a little bit of lack of skill, I think, in a way. You really dislike the current MCOC content creator meta. All the negativity gets annoying. I agree, Icebox. Like, I do think, like, as content creators, it is important to voice your opinion on things if it's going to be a net negative for the game. But I think being negative about the game is too productive, or, like, I don't want to say productive, but it's productive for the content creator. You know what I mean? Like, it's too effective at farming views. Because the MCOC community is just like any other gaming community. They adopt the mindset of like it's us versus them being the game company, right? Kabam. And they just feel like their knee-jerk reaction to anything is negative, which I get. Like, there's a lot of big corporations that want to screw their customers over. I get that. And I'm sure to an extent Kabam is definitely like, you know, farming stuff or like making decisions that are just designed to make them a lot of money, which any company would do that. But yeah, I do think some people focus on it a little too much. Little too much. Like, it's important to make your voice known, and content creators have a lot of sway, but I think there is a balance where you should just like be a reasonable human being instead of chasing clicks. And I'm not saying like people that chase clicks, by the way, are necessarily bad people. A lot of them are doing it for their jobs and they need money. But I just think it overall makes the community worse for it, you know? I didn't quite put that into the words I would want to, but I hope I got the rough point across. Widow, I just said that to an extent with a 30 character roster, like you would see whales with a full rank 4 deck that even if they weren't good at the game, you could still win. I feel like having 40 champions kind of covers the gap a little bit. So you're a little more prone to losing to even bad players. Also, I see a lot of messages flying in right now. I will get to those after I tackle this Agent Venom. Just remember, guys, please don't, like, insult people and, like, because I think, like I said, a lot of people are just trying to make a living, right? We don't really know all the circumstances behind why they do what they do. So don't critique the person. You can critique the content, though. All for criticizing when it's needed. Take Legacy used to really like his stuff, and now he can't even mention Serpent without frothing at the mouth. I mean, Serpent was kind of like the Nexus event. But yeah, I mean, that's all over with. We can't go back in time and fix Serpent now. I mean, we could, but people would show up at Kabam headquarters with torches. There's a difference between complaining and offering up constructive criticism and trying to start a dialogue. I think a lot of people, from what I understand, get that a little bit confused. I always try to come from the place of like being constructive with it. I do think there is a good handful of people out there though that just want to be completely negative about everything. Like, usually if I say something is bad about the game, I will try to offer some sort of solution. If I can't think of one, that's different. But like with the whole side, like deleting of back issues, I could just sit here and get pissed off about how it's stupid and all that other stuff. Instead, I like to explain my position, how the game needs content. It doesn't make sense to remove said content. I think that's valid. Like, but some people would just be mad that revives are gone or something. Like, there's 100 different ways to skin a cat or whatever, as they say, right? Legacy depends who's being negative. You feel like when Vega is being negative, it's genuine. Vega is always negative. That guy's a crybaby. Dang, Samir. Holy crap. No sugarcoating, huh? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to beef with other MCOC content creators. That just seems like the silliest thing to do on the internet. Just like this niche gaming community. But yeah, I mean, the best way, it is a tried and true method on YouTube. You put a clickbaity title and you put a clickbaity thumbnail. You know, some of the best streams I've had, by the way, other than when I'm doing big content and stuff. And you may have seen this a couple times, just like there was one stream a while ago where the servers were broken or whatever. My title was like, here, let me see if I can find it. It was kind of clickbaity in the negative sense, and it actually got viewed a lot more than a lot of my other live streams did. So like that's just proof like negative traction works. It kind of has the same like negative impressions and stuff like that kind of works the exact same way as like fake news, where fake news will you will often encounter fake news like 7 times more often than you will the correct thing, right? because it just spreads like wildfire, and it's far more viral in the way that it works. I think it's the same way when you get like polarizing topics and just like really triggered stuff. Okay, yeah. So hold on. Where'd it go? So let me show you, just like for an example, okay? Just like what I've observed in my own channel. And I try not to clickbait super hard. Some people are way worse than I am. But this thumbnail right here, this what is happening with the wrench and like the server in the background. And then I said, what is going on lately, Kabam? That is viewed twice, 2 times more than the incursions stream and the stream talking about rank 5s and the new banquet champs. So like that just goes to show, man, like if you're clickbaity and negative, it gets views. I just don't think it is good conducive to growing the game in the way that we want to see it grown, right? That's my thought. Is like you're not like positively weigh into the conversation, right? Like let's not just complain the whole time. Clickbait is part of the YouTube life, absolutely. And it stinks, but it totally is. Use Nimrod this time. If we die, we'll finish it off with Yondu. Gets views, but it's not good content. That's true. I mean, it depends what your opinion of good content is. I would tend to agree. Oh, where'd your prowess go? Bummer, Emma Frost. Yo, Yondu would have had this fight over by now, by the way. Oh my gosh, we're so close. I mean, no shade to you, Nimrod. It's kind of my fault. I'm not parrying. That's what gives me power gain. That's Emma boss is not that bad. Oh, whoops. I reverse controlled my head. Yeah, Bastion crushes. Yondu absolutely destroyed Emma. Meat in the message matters. I agree. Game is so dry right now, content-wise. You've just been playing one game of Battlegrounds and then fighting Winter Soldier with random champions. Dude, there is fun to be found in that, though. I'll randomly take champions against Winter Soldier on occasion. We did that like the entire stream yesterday. That was actually really fun. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Testing out the buffed champions was really fun. Okay, so was that what, 2 quests done? Yeah, we got all of chapter 1 done. Tomorrow we're going to do chapter 2 and chapter 3. And that will probably be the entire stream tomorrow, I think. And then I'm going to save any crystal cracking till tomorrow. It doesn't look like we'd be able to do much today anyways. There is a lot of content coming, Icebox. That is very true. And we're not even close to an awakening gem crystal. That stinks. Does when does the featured crystal odds change go live? Because I don't think that's live yet, right? Oh, I can open this guy at least. Ooh, that'll be nice. So I don't think this is live yet, because I think they were raising this to like 5 or 6%, something like that. Man, the chat tonight has been pretty dang heated. There's been a lot of emotion behind the messages. Your dad could come on here for hours and talk about everything. Dude, Widow, tell him to make a YouTube video. It could go viral. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tricky situation. Just because someone thinks there's a problem with the game doesn't mean it's actually a problem. I think what you say is kind of true, Icebox. I think what you really might mean to say is a lot of people tend to fall into the trap of their perspective is the most popular one, where like you may think one thing and think you're in the majority, but really you're not, right? And I think the real problem is people just not being programmed to look through other points of view. I've talked about this before. That's like an actual psychological thing. As humans, we are programmed. It is just part of our evolution to think the worst / most negative thing about a situation, because it helps you in a survival situation, and that's baked into our DNA. So like if you see, the example I always use is if you see somebody speeding down the freeway, you always think, man, that person sucks at driving. You don't ever think, you know what, maybe they're rushing to the hospital because there's an emergency and they need to drive fast. We're not usually programmed to think that way. I think you can kind of bake that out depending on how you're raised, but that's all completely different side of the topic. But writ large, we are programmed to think the negative thing about the car speeding down the road. And I think the same principle applies to MCOC and any video games. You're always programmed, like, you could think like the bugs we had in EQ today, like, man, these devs must be the stupidest devs of all time. They must be the worst devs. And like, that could be true. It could be. Or maybe a guy had like 2 hours of sleep the night before because his kids were throwing up. He had to rush him to the ER and he just overlooked a line of code. Now, I think that's a little more unlikely, but like there could be underlying reasons. And it's just easy to look at the negative side of things. And then I think when it comes to like any sort of like gameplay change, it's easy to lead into the negative, where you could also try and think about the positives of it. Like Ascension, I think it's easy to say it's complicated, it's stupid, it's tedious, and that may be true, but it also could extend the lifespan of the game. So I think we need to give it a shot and just kind of see what happens. There's a lot of like different factors to take into account, you know? Everyone in the world is robots besides you. Samir, you're not even real, dude. This is a simulation. So anyway, I think we're gonna end the stream there, guys. Hopefully tomorrow I'm a lot more well rested. Dude, I missed so many dexterities tonight. I'm so glad I did not have to use revives. That would have been bad. Okay. You guys have a good day. Everyone go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Thank you for showing out in full force tonight. Again, we will be live tomorrow. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. If you're watching via VOD, you're a baller. Comment down below something funny. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is